All right. Welcome to Derry, episode 7, the second last episode in the first season. Wow. Um, I'm going to try and be vague with it, but there may be some slight spoilers because I do have to talk about a few things. So be warned. I recommend go watching it. If you're following along with the Welcome to Derry, it's been an awesome show. Episode 7 is awesome. Every episode keeps getting better and better, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of this show. So they have slated season 2 and season 3. Season 2 taking place 27 years um, back from the 60s, and then the third and final season in, I think, the 1900s or something like that. So for those that have been watching this show, you have seen flashbacks to Bob Gray, the character that has been referenced and seen not only in the show for flashbacks, but also cameoed in the It film. What was it? More so, chapter 2, I think. Yeah. But they really dive into a origin story. And I'm surprised that they did it in this season. Um, which makes me wonder that season 3 probably will be the full um, arc of the Bob Gray stuff. Again, trying to be vague as possible, but it's hard not to talk about it. So there's that. In this episode, we get quite a bit of that. Also, the what was inevitable, the black spot event takes place, referenced in the book for those that have read it. And it does take place, and it's a crazy, crazy spectacle. I would even put it up there as kind of like a the Game of Thrones scene with the massacre. I guess that's kind of what they were trying to go for with using it sort of here with Welcome to Derry, and that's all I'll say about that. So yeah, a little bit of spoilers for those watching, and as I said, go watch this show. Go watch this episode. It's great. This is what horror writing is all about. This is what Bill Skarsgård was made to do. Like he's awesome as Pennywise, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play what looks like more of the Bob Gray side of things and kind of that whole thing play out. Um, the only negative I have to say about the show is the fact that they have origin esque flashbacks because they could have held that with the final season. Um, but at the same time, I'm not disappointed. It doesn't take me out of the show or any of that. I'm just saying that it would have been nice to have that origin flashback state held for the final third season, which will be essentially where Pennywise started it all. So from a gathering of, you know, Stephen King lore and things in the book and events and compiled stuff from all the films and lore, probably the second season will be another major event that happens in Derry and all connected, obviously, to Pennywise. And I believe they've suggested that it takes place in the 30s. Uh, so like 1930 or something like that. So because of that, obviously with characters, they won't be so much connected to this season. At least I don't think. Really, also all depends on the final episode and who lives and who doesn't. Um, and as in this show, No one's safe. There was another. Well, it was surprising death in episode 7. One I didn't expect, and also we get more of the daughter situation. Um, and it's really interesting just how they've written this whole thing. Anyway, I don't want to continue to talk about it because you should go watch this episode. This show's fabulous for horror, for character-driven moments, for writing, for plot. There's a couple of contrivancy bits as we kind of like get to the final episode there, like plot points that could have been stretched out a little bit more. But again, it doesn't take away from the greatness of the show, in my opinion. Uh, if you really like it, the newer movies, you'll like this show. If you didn't like the It movies, you won't like this show. That's pretty much the way it goes. I think Bill Skarsgård is surrounded by really good actors, really good writing, and that's what makes this a very cool and exciting season. And I'm glad that it turned out really well because I was a little kind of held back by it because Alien Earth was so disappointing. But that's Disney and that's Alien Earth, right? But I'm happy to say that, you know, with everything, all the events that have gone on, and as it progresses, and every episode is basically an hour, it's awesome. It's like watching more It movies, and we have more coming. So that's all I'll say about it. Go watch the episode. Fantastic stuff. Final episode next week, and it's great. I'd even go back and watch it all in a row again. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What you like about the show, what you don't like about the show. I'd be interested to know your comments about it. Give it a like, thumbs up, and I am happy to say that I'm liking the views that I'm getting on all my videos I've been putting out, even my Pathfinder ones, which you know getting a couple there and here, but I like the Landman reviews and this reviews and obviously my Clone Hero songs getting views and as long as the views are there, I'm like it makes me know what people are looking at, right? I know I'm just a person talking with a backdrop screen, very amateurish, but hey, this is my channel. This is what you get. But I am happy that I've even got a couple of new subscribers there and growing that list there. I never ever thought I would get even up to 100, let alone 800 at this point. But it's great. Enjoy the stuff that I put out there. The Star Wars card game, maybe a little bit until I do my next gameplay of that, because I'm still waiting on a shipment of cards for that, where they have more of the cards I need. Kind of fine tune some decks. Anyway, enough of me talking. Go watch this show, enjoy it, and we'll catch you in the next video.